Cash Nation, welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we are literally 3 hours away from launch of Spider-Man 2 for me specifically. So with that in mind, I decided to go ahead and list out some predictions I have for Spider-Man 2, okay? Now these are just predictions, they're subject to change as I play the game, of course. And FYI, I'll be posting on the community tab and in my Discord server whether or not I'll be streaming the game in the morning or at night time, depending on my work schedule tomorrow. More information on that later, okay? So, let's get to some predictions. Now, I have my predictions and y'all's predictions from some other Discord servers, which honestly, a little better than mine, I'll be honest, okay? And of course, I asked these people to use the predictions of this video and they gave me permission, so there's that, okay? So, number one, this is something I thought about for the longest time, and I think it's true. My first prediction for Spider-Man 2 is Harry becomes Venom. And there is more added to that with the viewer prediction later on, so I'll get to that in a second. Harry becomes Venom. We know that Harry throughout the game is sick. We've seen him in certain shots where he's very, very pale. He has to use a cane to walk around and stuff, okay? Two things are either going to happen in this game. And again, completely assumption, right? Option number one, Harry does die. Harry dies at a sequence in the film because we see a specific shot of basically the symbiote leaving Peter's body, going on to Harry's body. Possibly don't know if that's confirmed or not, okay? And basically, the symbiote revives Harry back to life. Again, that's how it works. Just again, pure speculation. And because of that, Venom hates Spider-Man, hates Peter Parker, and decides to use Harry's body as a host to transform himself into this big monster and attack New York City. Anybody who gets in his way. That's my first guess. Number two is that Harry is not dead, but daggone near close to death. And so what happens is that he basically has some of a bond with the symbiote already. When the symbiote leaves Peter's body, Harry decides to take it and basically has some built up anger against Peter already and decides to just go rogue. So that's that. So again, I think the Venom in the game is Harry. It just makes sense to me. I don't think it's Norman. I don't think it's MJ. I don't think it's Rio. I don't think it's Miles. And I don't think it's Kirk Connors. Sorry. That just doesn't make any sense to me, you know? So, prediction number two. Norman or Miles dies at the end of the game. Norman is either impaled by Venom or whoever, some type of boss, or basically he goes through a character arc in this game. And again, all guessing, I have no idea, I haven't seen gameplay, I haven't watched any playthroughs, none of that crap, okay? I'm completely spinning from the top to the dome, okay? I think that basically he comes across in the first part of the game as usual, Norman Osborn, what we all know him for. But in the end, he basically is a nice guy. He's a decent guy at best. And he basically sacrifices himself to save the city in some way or another. I have no idea, okay? Or basically he dies because of Harry. That would be also a cool twist as well. Miles, him and Peter are fighting Venom. Venom impales Miles so badly, it leaves him very, very badly wounded. Peter tries to rush him to the hospital, but isn't fast enough, or Miles just dies right then on the battlefield. Who knows? Number three, Peter gets a symbiote suit from visiting Dr. Kirk Connors. So, we've seen the shots that Kirk Connors, to our knowledge, to my knowledge at least, I'm not gonna know differently. To my knowledge, Kirk Connors is the very first person to discover or see the symbiotes. He brings it back to his lab. Maybe him and Peter, kind of like how it was in Spider-Man 3, and I'm going to use Spider-Man 3 a lot as reference, are in the same kind of building because we know that Peter's a professor and Dr. Kirk Connors might be in the same building as Peter, who knows. Basically brings up Peter, yo, got this thing in my lab, why don't you come by and check it out and take a look at it for me. Goes there, looks at it, and when he's not looking, the symbiote decides to attach himself to Peter's body. Like, not transform him, but just attach himself like he did in Spider-Man 3. That's how it went. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Okay? That's how I think that he gets a symbiote suit. And again, tomorrow, I'll find out whether I'm right or wrong. The Plot twist of this game, and again, I'm just spitting facts here. Norman was the one that organized the capture of the symbiotes. He had his men and Dr. Kirk Connors go out to get the symbiote specifically to save Harry. He thought that he could use the symbiote to bring Harry back to life, or give Harry another lifeline and make him better. Or maybe he actually adds more to the symbiote itself, like maybe injects the symbiote with something to help forward with Peter. Either way, it captures or helps to modify the symbiote, if you will. Again, I have no idea, okay? That's the plot twist I have for the game. Number 5, Lizard is the first boss fight we have in the game. And to add on to that, Lizard is the reason why Craven comes to the game to begin with. He comes to New York City. And I'd have to look at some trailers, and I'll add on more to that if I can here. Basically, when they fight Lizard, it basically gets Craven's attention, which causes them to come to New York City to fight the spiders. Okay. The ending for this game might be, again, just really guess. This is the ending for the game I'm talking about here. Okay. And again, complete guess. Miles leaves New York City to focus on his journey to being a better Spider-Man, to grow into his own personal life. Basically, he tries to lean on Peter, and Peter's not available for him. Him and Peter get into kind of a conflict. Talk about that later with the prediction. Basically, he decides, you know what? I want to focus on my personal life a little bit more. I want to kind of take a little bit of a step back from being Spider-Man for a little bit. Go to school, kind of live my life out a little bit, you know? Which wouldn't even bother me at all, because he deserves it, you know? From the way it sounds, he's focusing way too much on being Spider-Man, not on his own personal life. So that's my guess. Number 7, Peter kills Craven with the black suit on. Okay. Basically, the black suit got him so badly mentally screwed up in the head. Him and Craven are fighting, and Craven tries to get the last shot off, but Peter does instead. And Peter daggone near impales him, beats the smuck out of him, and we see Peter killed for the first time. Who knows? Could be right, could be wrong. I have no idea. Okay. Number 8, Sandman is the best boss fight in the game. Okay. Again, he looks awesome in the trailers. That's just my own guess. He looks like, I haven't seen any other boss fights besides his and Lizard's, of course, so I can't really comment on that much. But I just thought that he looked the best in the trailers. Might be the best fight we have in the game. Who knows? Number 9, Miles does thankfully get closure in this game. At what cost? So what I mean by that is simply, Miles is struggling with 2 things from what I've heard. He's struggling with his school life, his personal life, and also with the loss of his father. We also see that he goes after Lee, Mr. Negative, and they get into a little bit of a fight as well. I think in the end, he decides to focus on himself and basically on his own journey, heals, grows stronger, and has a good character arc in this game. And basically, but he does unfortunately kill Mr. Negative. I have no idea if I'm not wrong, but either he kills Mr. Negative, or, which would be more Spider-Man-y, they get to a fight. Miles has the opportunity to kill Mr. Negative, but decides not to, because that's not what Spider-Man does. He doesn't play judge and jury. He saves people. And because of this, him and Mr. Lee have a heart-to-heart conversation. That would be a better ending for me personally, because I know that Peter has a black suit on, so he's gonna be more angry and have a whole, flip switch and all that. If I were to see Miles kill somebody this game, it would really, really upset me, because of how sweet Miles is. He's just fanboy of Spider-Man. He's his own Spider-Man. Him killing Mr. which I don't think is gonna happen, by the way, but I'm guessing that would really hurt me as a player. I'm like, really? We had to kill Mr. Lee? We couldn't have done this another way, So, yeah. Number 10, And then again, this is something I'm sure everybody pretty sure guesses. But MJ and Peter get together at the end. They flirted a lot in the first game. Probably gonna flirt a lot more in the second game. I have no idea. I know there's gonna be a wedge drove between them because of black suits. And I know that they're going to go through a lot of issues together. He's going to drive her away, push her out of his life completely. She's going to try to be there as much as possible to save him. And maybe at the end, when he's better, he can go to her and say, I'm sorry, confess his love for her. And they get together finally. Who knows? Okay? So, if you guys enjoyed this video more, please don't like, subscribe if you're new. And let's get into the viewer predictions. From different Discord servers, I went there and I asked, hey y'all, give me some predictions y'all have for the game. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll be honest. These are better than mine. Okay? I had to add these to the video to make it better, okay? So, viewer prediction number 1 comes from a girl named Bethan, Bethan. A prediction I have is that Venom is Harry and will try to kill MJ and Peter. Peter will try to stop him and kill him sadly. Basically, like I've already said, that's the caveat added to the whole Venom. Harry is Venom, but there's more to it. Basically, Harry is trying to hurt both Peter and MJ. Peter decides, I have to stop this once and for all. Tries to go in to stop him, but unfortunately impels him and kills him. Which I think would be a little sad, and it's like, holy crap, that was awesome, but also unfortunate, you know. That's something I was like, that when I read that, I was like, holy crap. Number 2, from a person named Noir. I predict Venom kills Kraven before anyone can stop him. That would be awesome. But I would say to that, if I may, I could see that happening better than I can Peter, because I think that Peter would still try to have some more self-control. Venom doesn't care. Venom would probably see Kraven as an absolute threat. They get into a fight. Probably thinks of him as another Spider-Man, and Venom's like, oh no, I'm not no Spider-Man. I am going to beat your butt. I'm going to knock your butt out, and kills him. Kraven's on the loose. Kraven's on a rage right now. Kills him. Because we need something to happen in this game to make one of the villains more like, oh my god, than the other. You know what I'm saying? So that would be awesome. And maybe that happens. We'll have to wait and see. X and B. Peter and Miles end up fighting because the symbiote has taken full control of Peter. I can see that 100% happening. I can also see that really damaging the relationship more because he does hurt Miles badly, unfortunately. And it causes a huge rift between them. You know? I think that that's almost how he gets out of it, essentially, you know? It's kind of like maybe with Spider-Man 3, where maybe he goes somewhere, he hits the bell tower, hits some type of like metal thing that gets the symbiote to come off of him. Who knows? Okay, but that would be a crazy boss fight to experience, I'll be honest. I would love to see that in the game. I hope you're right, X and B. Shout out to all y'all, by the way, for giving me these viewer predictions at the video. Thank you to Bethan, Noir, X and B, Bethan, and Ryan M. Okay. Number 4 comes from Bethan again. If and probably Harry dies, Norman will go insane and lose his mind, which makes him Green Goblin. That makes perfect sense to me. That would be a nice surprise. I really think that would be awesome and dope to see happen. The Green Goblin, maybe from either the Spider-Man Sam Raimi days, or the other version that we haven't, you know, the other goofy version we haven't seen yet in live action, I don't think. But see it totally happening. Harry dies. Norman is upset. He's grieving. He's not really accepting it. He goes mentally insane so badly. He makes some serum up, or already has a serum. It basically makes himself strong enough to take care of Peter because he blames Pete for it. I have no idea. That's just my guess. Ryan M. I think Harry Peter will be Venom, and I'm predicting at some point in the game Venom will be a playable character. Would love that more than you'll ever know. I think a lot of people are predicting that Venom will be a playable character, honestly. I mean, that would be dope if he was able to play with him. Switch between the 3 of them, who knows? You know, maybe at the end, Venom does become a good guy at the end. We'll have to wait and see. But Cash Nation, again, we're literally 3 hours away from Spider-Man 2. So please do a favor, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Comment below any predictions that y'all had that I didn't talk about. What y'all think about these predictions? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I too far out? Too far down? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. As always, be great together. Never back down. Never give up. Peace out, Custom Friendly. Have a good one, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow with a brand new, hopeful walkthrough Spider-Man 2 Part 1. Cannot wait. Again, I'll be live on Twitch. I'll post, like I said, on the community tab, Discord servers, or when I'll be live, when y'all can expect a video from me. But as always, take care. Peace.